चलो, we'll start with voice change maybe today. Okay. Voice change. So are you already familiar with this term before? So today we will discuss about voice change. Okay. Now, when we talk about voice, there are two types of voice that we talk about. Now, before I go into that, I'll just give an introduction. What is voice change? और हम लोग क्यों ये use करते हैं, right? So there are different ways of saying one sentence, right? एक ही sentence को हम जब when we are too happy we say in a way. जब हम लोग बहुत गुस्से में रहते हैं, same sentence को I can say in different way. Or when I am like very tensed, very much worried about something, then my tone is different, है ना? So these are the different way of speaking. Same sentence, same ही line हम बहुत तरह से बोल सकते हैं. It depends on our tone and the choice of words that we use, right? So that is what voice change is all about. And there are two types of voice. Please tell me who knows. What are the voice?
Active voice and passive.
Yes, exactly. So active and passive. Now what is active and what is passive? That is the main thing. Okay? Yeah. Now, come. You were also there last day. What's your name? Mamta. Sit. Okay. So, active voice and passive voice. Now, what is active, what is passive, and what is the difference between the two? That is what we need to know first. Now, active क्या होता है? Any idea? Can anyone tell me? Any idea? What is active voice? Or what is passive voice? Anything? If you have any idea? No, that is narration. Direct speech and indirect speech, right? That is narration. That is a different topic altogether.
In active voice, the emphasis is on the subject, and in passive, I guess, it is on the object or upon the action is being done.
That is the thing. Emphasize will not be the correct word. Action, exactly. हाँ बोलो, और कोई बोल रहा था?
Passive voice is basically mostly using laws, like law means.
Yeah, law, legal terms you're talking about. हाँ, वो तो है, right. That is, so you have said example, and yeah, what you said is correct. In active voice, the subject of the sentence does the action on his own, right? He does not take the help of anybody. He doesn't take help of any other agent. The doer is the subject. The person or the thing or the animal, whatever it is, they do it on their own. But in passive voice, it cannot do the work on its own. It needs an agent from outside. Okay, it needs help from somebody else, and then only they can do the work. That is a basic difference between active voice and passive voice. So I'll just give a very simple example. If I say Rahul baked a cake. Where is the subject here? Yes, Rahul is subject. तो काम यहाँ पर कौन किया? राहुल या कोई और? Rahul himself did the work. He doesn't need the help of anybody. So here subject is the doer. Subject himself is doing the work. But this same sentence I can write, as I told you. The same sentence can be said in different ways. So इसी को मैं कोई दूसरे तरीके से बोलूँगी. I'll make it passive. Any idea what will be the passive voice of it? Exactly. A cake, very very easy. A very simple sentence I have given. Was baked. Yeah. By Rahul. Now in this case, where is the subject? Yeah. Where is the subject?
Basically, in this sentence, cake, which was the object in active voice, it has now become the subject.
Yeah. That means a cake. In this sentence, our subject is cake. And Rahul has become object. एकदम last में चला गया. So what happened is, the order of the sentence is completely topsy-turvy. पूरा change हो गया, right? So this was in the beginning, it has gone to the last part of the sentence. This was at the ending, but it has come to the beginning of the sentence. So that is the main thing you have to remember. You can just write this as an example. Then I'll come to the rule part. How do we change? And as I was saying, in passive voice, the subject cannot do the work on his own. A cake cannot bake himself, so he needs the help of some agent. That's why we bring this by wala part, right? By somebody it is done, okay? Can I go to the next slide? Okay. Now, here I'll talk about only simple present tense now. Okay, only simple present tense. Now, when we talk about simple present tense, what do we mean by that? Now, I must tell you that voice, tense, verbs, all are very much interlinked. तो अगर हम लोगों को ये नहीं पता तो दूसरा भी समझ में नहीं आएगा, दूसरा नहीं पता तो तीसरा समझ में नहीं आएगा. It's like that. It's like the human organs, right? All are connected. So when we talk about simple present tense, what do we mean by that? Any idea? Any action? हाँ बोलो. क्या क्या? Routine, as in just elaborate. मतलब what do you mean by routine? जोर से बोलो, मुझे सुना ही नहीं. What?
जो मैम रोज होता है.
हाँ, exactly. Some action which is being done every day or at every interval, right? Suppose if I tell you that I teach here, so I teach here always. I'm not saying every day. That means at every interval I'm teaching, or every week I'm teaching, like that. Okay. So that is called simple present tense. Now in simple present tense, we have got so usually we don't use any helping verb in simple present tense, as I was telling you all the other day, right? Therefore, suppose I make a sentence like this. Food. My mother cooks delicious food. Now this is something which my mother does at every interval or every day or every time. So it is simple present tense. Now how will I change it into, this is an active voice. How do you know it is an active voice?
Because subject is like my mother, so mother is the subject and she doesn't need help.
Exactly. What were you saying?
I mean, it's all talking about the present, what is happening.
That is a simple present tense, yeah. But how do we know that it is active voice? Because as you said, yes, subject जो है वो खुद अपना काम कर रही है. She is not taking any help from anybody. So subject जो है वही है doer. Doer मतलब जो काम करता है. So therefore, it is an active voice. It is clear. So mother is herself cooking. She doesn't need any help. Now how do we change it into passive? I'll just tell you the rule. You please write down. Okay, this one is written in active voice, as you can see. Okay. Now, for passive voice, what will be the rule? Or you can just write here, rule बोल के, then you can write. Okay. Now, first I'll write subject. Now, one thing very important. Here, subject means what? Subject means जो active voice था उसका जो object है वो हो जाएगा इसका subject. तो who is the object here? Only food? Delicious food. Yes. Because it's an adjective ना, हम लोग इसको separate नहीं कर सकते. So this is the object. तो ये आ जाएगा यहाँ. That I will not write now. I'll write later. बस यहाँ पर ये rule लिख लो कि subject means object of active voice. Very important. पूरा order change हो जाएगा. Yeah. रीफी कहाँ चला गया? My God. When did you go? Right now? Oh, अच्छा. I didn't notice. Okay. चलो. Subject means active voice का जो object है वो आ जाएगा इसमें subject के तौर पे. Then we know that in simple present tense, as I was telling you, that no helping verb is used. कोई is am are का कुछ बात नहीं होता है, right? But when you are changing into passive voice, we have to use one helping verb because passive voice cannot be made without any helping verb. ठीक है? Only active voice can do without helping verb, but it needs helping verb. So I have to write helping verb. Now here when I say helping verb, what kind of helping verb can we use? ओनली इज एम आर. यहाँ पर हैव हैज नहीं होगा बिकॉज इट इज सिंपल टेंस. हैव हैज होता है परफेक्ट टेंस में. एज आई टोल्ड यू टेंस एंड वॉइस आर ऑल इंटरकनेक्टेड. सो आर प्रेजेंट टेंस है तो वॉज वर्ड तो एकदम ही नहीं होगा, वो तो पास्ट टेंस हो गया. सो ओनली इज एम आर. आई एम नॉट राइटिंग इट हियर. एंड देन कम्स V3 which means
Past participle.
yes, past participle form of the main verb or the third form of the main verb, right?
V.
No, वो तो हो जाता है continuous tense में.
No, V-I-N-G.
No, that is used only in continuous tense. सेम ही रूल होगा. अगर वो continuous tense होता, present continuous, then being होता. But present tense में कोई being नहीं होगा. V3 सिर्फ helping verb के पास direct V3, third form of the main verb. बोलो यहाँ पर verb कौन सा है? Cooks is a verb. कौन सा फॉर्म में है यहाँ पर? V1, V2, V3, which one? मतलब S because you have added, yes, but it is present tense but you have added S because subject is singular. Okay, तो cooks का हो जाएगा third form. क्या होगा? Cooked. तो अभी I am not writing now. Plus, अच्छा, this is very important. I am writing in yellow. By आ जाएगा. As I was telling you, by is needed in passive voice क्योंकि subject खुद काम नहीं कर रहा है. He needs somebody to do the work. Plus by plus object. हाँ, उसके बाद object. Now who is the object?
Object, subject of active voice.
Exactly. जहाँ पर subject जो था object था active voice का और यहाँ पर object होगा active voice का जो subject. Just remember the order will be changed. That's all. So it will be subject of active voice. That's how you remember it. Now, write down. I'll tell you. Now, it might look a little complicated, but it is not complicated. Once you do it, once you change the sentence, it becomes very easy, right? So it might look a little bit different. So now let's change this sentence. My mother cooks delicious food. So what will I bring at first? Delicious food, yes. Food. अब helping verb food के साथ क्या लगेगा? Yeah. Helping verb will always be in accordance with the subject. अगर ये singular है तो वो भी singular, तो like that. So, delicious food is V3. You have already said. Cooked, yes. By who?
My mother.
Yeah, my mother. And here one more thing. Do not leave out any word of the question. Suppose active से passive तुमको करने मतलब they have given you to do change from active to passive. तो हो सकता है ना कभी-कभी सिर्फ mother लिखे, my को छोड़ दिए, but then your answer is wrong. Even if your whole rule is correct, your answer will be considered as wrong because you cannot leave out any particular part of the active voice, right? और फिर कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि कोई द है या फिर अ है, ये हम लोग छोड़ देते हैं. While we are changing, we miss out that part, but that is totally wrong. Your answer will be cancelled in that case. So do not leave out anything that is given in the question paper. Okay, that's how it is done. Okay, now I'll give a normal sentence. You change it on your own. I will not say. Okay, I'm saying it orally. No, I should write. No, it will be easier. Can I rub this? Okay. हाँ क्या क्या? हाँ लिखो लिखो. अच्छा. Can I rub this sentence? Yellow one. Okay. So I'm just writing some other sentence. Very easy. He buys new bags every day. Very easy sentence. Before that, write down. So where is the subject in this sentence?
He.
Of course, he is subject. And the object?
New bags.
Okay. सिर्फ new bags की new bags every day पूरा.
New bags.
Actually, object is new bags. Every day is also another part of the subject object. मतलब ये हो गया adverb कि कब when does he buy, like every day. So I'm just underlining the entire part. ठीक है. And where is the main verb?
Buys.
हाँ, main verb as in action word. Buy, खरीदना is an action. So yeah, buys is the main verb here. Now, you will change it on your own, okay? First you write it down. First write down whatever you find. Just keep this rule in mind, okay? और खुद से बस लिख लो. Then I'll just ask. Have you written this? Can I rub out? What's his name? हाँ, ठीक है. Have you just let me know if you're done with writing the answer. Done? बोलो. हाँ, I have seen yours. ठीक है. तुम बोलो क्या लिखे हो? Yes.
New bags every day are bought by him.
Okay. What have you written? Second one, second bench. हाँ. ठीक है, गलत हो तो क्या हो? तुम you say no problem. हाँ, your answer is fine. I have seen. Both are correct. बोलो, आयुष.
New bags are bought by him.
Bought. Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Same. Now, just I saw some of you had confusion about everyday word, right? कौन एक बोला बीच में? तुम शायद. हाँ. Everyday तुम बीच में लगाए थे. You had written correct. I don't know why did you cancel it.
No, I wrote everyday new bags are bought by him.
हाँ, वो भी सही है. अगर तुम everyday को last में भी रखो, then also it is correct. Like the way you had started, na, new bags are bought every day by him. So then also it is correct because everyday is actually adverb. तो इसको हम कहीं पर भी बिठाए सेंटेंस का doesn't make any difference. It's still the correct. But mainly, yeah, we have to bring new bags. The object जो है new bags that we have to bring in front. Then helping verb, bags is plural, so are bought V3 by him every day. And every day can be put anywhere of the sentence because it's adverb. Fine, clear with the rule with the simple present tense. Now we can go to the present continuous tense. Okay, so in present continuous tense, very easy. Exactly the rule I have written. Same what he was saying. Being will be added. B-E-I-N-G. Now where will it be added? Can anyone tell me?
After helping verb.
After, you mean here?
Yes.
Exactly.
Helping verb plus being plus verb third form.
Yes, exactly. So it's just there's the same rule, only because of continuous tense only being will be coming after helping verb. So you can write down just the same rule. I'll just change here. Plus being plus being plus V3, but this is in case of only present continuous tense. Okay, same thing, just we have to add one being. अच्छा, being क्यों हम लोग add कर रहे हैं? Because and also it makes a lot of difference in the meaning of the sentence. Like if I say he buys new bags every day, मतलब उसका हिंदी मतलब क्या होता है? एकदम सिंपल.
Daily नए bag खरीदता है.
वो डेली खरीदता है, राइट? अब इसी को मैं चेंज करके कंटिन्यूअस करूँ, ही इज बाइंग अ न्यू बैग, देन आई कैन नॉट राइट एवरी डे एनीमोर, क्योंकि एवरी डे तो कंटिन्यूअस में नहीं होगा. तो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट इन इफ यू चेंज स्ट्रेट इनटू हिंदी?
वो खरीद रहा है अभी.
एग्जैक्टली, वो अभी वो काम कर रहा है. सो दैट इज अ डिफरेंस. एग्जैक्टली वी नीड बीइंग फॉर दिस डिफरेंस. अगर हम लोग बीइंग नहीं डालते हैं, योर सेंटेंस ग्रामेटिकली विल बी करेक्ट, बट मीनिंग वाइज इट विल बी कंप्लीटली चेंज्ड. So it is very vital when you are changing for continuous tense, do not forget to use being, otherwise the meaning of the sentence is wrong. And usually in question, how is it given? Question में जो दिया जाएगा, it is written sometimes that do not change the meaning of the sentence. तो अगर तुम अपने हिसाब से कर रहे हो without being, तो your answer is wrong. So you might question then that my grammatically तो I have written correct, it makes sense, but you have changed the meaning altogether. Okay, so that's how you have to remember. So I'm giving some another sentence, you change it on your own. Okay. Now I'm just rubbing this out. Okay, my friends are bringing a lot of gifts. Very easy sentence, just change it using this particular rule. Write the answer. नहीं, ये rule होगा. Same होगा, सिर्फ being लगेगा. बस यही rule. ये देख के change करो. very small mistake is there, a very small one. Yes, you had written correct. Why did you cancel? That's why I gave the sentence, because that is where the confusion is created. Done? Yours? Done. Bolo.
A lot of gifts are brought by my friends.
Exactly. Na. हाँ, being. अब being brought. वो देखो मीनिंग तुम्हारा सेंटेंस सही है लेकिन मीनिंग बिकम्स डिफरेंट. मतलब वो हमेशा ही लाते हैं, ऐसा कोई दोस्त नहीं होता है रोज जो गिफ्ट देते हैं, एक ही बार देते हैं वो लोग. सो इट्स लाइक द मीनिंग विल बी चेंज. यू हैव रिटन? बोलो. Are being, right? B-E-I-N-G. Yeah. I am sure you have also written the same. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So yeah, the mistake that she was doing, a lot of gifts. यहाँ पर a lot of gifts will be, of course, plural. So helping verb will also be in accordance with the subject. Are, because अभी a है उसका मतलब you might get confused, so it can be a lot of gifts. मतलब a है तो maybe singular, just exactly the way we say ना, each boy dash different. इसमें helping verb क्या लगेगा? is या are? अरे जो भी बता रहे हो रीजन बताओ.
is आएगा क्योंकि
हाँ
मतलब जैसे हम everyone बोलते हैं या
हाँ,
someone, तो
हाँ.
इन सब में is का यूज करते हैं. मतलब
someone तो is one person
हाँ,
only.
each
हाँ.
each boy मतलब हर एक particular.
अच्छा, okay.
हर एक
Do you all agree what she's saying, or you think it will be different? Agree. Mainly each is distributive adjective. Each, every, everybody, these are distributive adjectives. They are always considered as singular. Okay, so everybody is present. So everybody means here many are there, but still I am using is because it is distributive adjective. Okay, so that is the main thing कि जो meaning क्या है वो तो है, but grammatically you have to say in that way. Okay, so a lot of, each, these are all distributive adjective, therefore always singular. Fine. Now I am giving another sentence. You change this, huh? This and then we will move to the next one. Present perfect tense. An item will be space. I didn't give space. They are getting an item from the shop. A small mistake, a very small mistake is there. Just see the given sentence once more and then you change. पूरा ठीक ही था, but a little bit mistake is there. And rule एक बार फिर से देखो. You're not following the same rule. थोड़ा सा बस इधर उधर हो गया. बोलोगे? बोलो. ठीक था लेकिन helping verb is wrong. An item ना, एक ही तो is होगा. Because I have written they, so you got confused. Because यहाँ पर are है ना. I understood. हाँ बोलो. Who was saying? Same? Okay. हाँ बोलो. You are saying something? Yeah, that is what I'm saying. From the shop is again, see, adverb, so you can keep it as it is or you can bring it in front. But if you bring it in front, it doesn't sound really good. So it's better you keep it in the last only. So but the entire thing is object, huh? An item from the shop पूरा ही object है. But not necessary that you always have to bring the entire object in front. So you always split it into parts when you are doing, and then accordingly you change it. हाँ, from the shop जो है, you keep it at the end or you can bring it. Fine, understood? The rule is clear? Okay. Now see, actually these seem to be very easy, but what happens, when you are doing, when a mixed bag is given with present tense, continuous, perfect tense, then you start making the mistakes. This being, been, all gets confused. Now I'll go to the perfect tense. Now for present perfect tense, I mean, again the rule is just the same, but only here is a change. Here we will not use being. Spelling will be different. Pronunciation to being hai. What will be the spelling? Any idea?
B-double-E-N.
Exactly. Otherwise the rule is just the same. Oh sorry, here helping verb will also be changed. It will not be is, am, are. Have ya, has, yeah, because it is perfect tense. So yeah, being, B-double-E-N. And that will be perfect tense. Okay. So rule is just the same. Only in helping verb we use have or has. There is no use of am, is, are. And of course have has use कर रहे हैं तो main verb will always be in past participle form, because past participle is used only in this case. Okay, okay, fine, fine. Okay, thank you. ठीक है? So that's how we use it. Okay, so we use have and has as well. Understood? Now I'll just give an, okay, I'll just rub it out and I'll give some sentence in present perfect tense. So I will use it in that way. Okay. Can anyone tell me any sentence in present perfect tense which is an active voice? Like subject is doing the work on its own. और perfect tense होगा मतलब have या has use होगा. So can anyone help me with some sentence? Especially those who were there in the last day, they should get. Tell me.
My friends have come to my house.
Yes, but here no action is showing, no. So how can I change it to passive? Say some sentence, which has some action.
A book is being written by me.
Perfect tense. No have has. No is am are. Only have ya has.
I have read this book.
Okay. Yes. Very easy. Okay. Let me read. I have read this book. Fine. Okay, now you change it using the same rule. Subject plus helping verb, which is only have ya has, because we do not use anything else. Oh, sorry, I have rubbed it out. So, yeah. हाँ बोलो.
This book has been read.
हाँ, that is what she said.
I don't know.
No, this is what I was talking about. Do not miss out or change any word that is given in the question. Keep it as it is, otherwise your marks will be deducted. Yeah, so here subject is I and helping, sorry, what is the object here?
This book.
This book. So the entire thing will come here. Here there is nothing to split, right? When the object is long, then we split. Here तो कुछ नहीं है. So this book, helping verb book के साथ have या has? Has, because has is for singular and have is for plural. Only exception for whom? I and you. Only I and you always take have. They never take has. Okay. So this book has been read. The pronunciation is read, not read, because spelling is same. Yeah, I becomes me when it goes to object. We क्या हो जाता है जब object में जाता है तो?
Us.
Yeah, we becomes us. But you doesn't change. It's always the same. Clear? I have read this book. Now I'll give one sentence with a long object and let's see if you can split it or not. The teacher has asked a very simple question to the students. Okay, okay, fine. Bolo.
A very simple question has been asked by the teacher.
Have been? Sure.
Never have been.
No. Yeah. Only that part is wrong. Otherwise it was fine. Helping verb थोड़ा सोचो. बोलो. Who else will say?
A very simple question has been asked by the teacher.
A very simple question.
Has been.
Has. Because a question is one, right? So for one question we use singular. Yeah. A very simple question has been asked by the teacher to the students. अच्छा और कोई कुछ नहीं किया बस यही किया सब बोलो हाँ good wait say again
The students have been asked a very simple question by the
exactly so we can do it in this way also many of you have brought only a simple question but she has brought the students and in that case have or has because students is plural so therefore it will be have as the students have been asked a very simple question by the teacher. Fine. So I am not writing it once more. You've already written the answer. Fine. So that is what perfect tense is all about. Rule is just the same for passive voice. Only it is a change in this particular part, which simple present does not have all this problem. Continuous uses being. Perfect tense uses being. Rest all are fine. Okay. And if I say present perfect continuous, I don't know if you need to write it because it's very easy. Present perfect continuous होगा तो क्या होगा? हाँ it's still no होगा still it is the same. See that अगर मैं इसको change करूँ तो perfect continuous. The teacher has been asking simple questions to the students. ऐसा होगा perfect continuous. So it is the same thing. The students have been asked a very simple question by the teacher. Rule remains just the same. For perfect continuous also it is just the same. There is no such change in the rule. So perfect tense and perfect continuous both are same for passive voice. Okay. Okay, that's it. And perfect tense or just for revision I'm asking. Present continuous and present perfect continuous. What is the difference? Can anyone say?
In present continuous, the action is being going on without telling that the time, where the time is, and in perfect continuous, the time is given.
Exactly. Exactly. In present continuous, we talk about only the work which is going on now. No start time or end time, nothing is given. But in perfect continuous, the beginning time is given. A teacher has been asking simple questions from day one or has been asking for the past 2 hours. So time span is given कि कब शुरू हुआ है या फिर कब कितना देर से चल रहा है. But in continuous, we don't think about all this. वो बस जो अभी हो रहा है, we talk about only that. Clear? Okay. Now, this we have talked about all the present tense, right? Now, same rules are applicable for past tense, only the helping verb changes, right? Otherwise, the rules are all same. Simple present tense में भी करो तो same ही है. Is am की जगह क्या लगेगा? Was were. Same for continuous tense. Is am नहीं होगा, was were होगा. Rule is just the same. V3 लगेगा, then by whatever is there. अच्छा, for perfect tense, helping verb में क्या आएगा? Only had will come, okay? And been जैसा है वैसा ही लगेगा. Same for perfect continuous also, right? So I don't think you need to write that separately. You can of course write at home with your own convenience, but I am not writing because it's just wastage of time. Fine. So just any doubt, just let me ask, let me know and ask me. Okay, today or next day, whenever you have question. Clear? That's all for past tense. Okay, now we'll go for simple future. Now for future also, rule is not very difficult, but I'll just discuss some of the rules. Otherwise, it will be a little confusing. Okay, future tense. Now, as I was saying in my previous class also, future में we have 4 subcategories like present and past, but in reality we do not really use all these 4 subcategories. Future में सभी एक ही होता है. It's like I will come to your house, I will be coming to your house, it's the same thing, right? और उन लोगों का तो I will have come to your house, this is different. मतलब अगर present future perfect I'm talking about, that is different. वो होता है जब when you are imagining something, like conditional sentences. Now, if I were a bird, I would have flown back to you, right? Like we say ना, like this. So I would have मतलब मैं ये करती अगर ऐसा होता तो, but it is all imaginary. This is not present. So future perfect is used for those, but future simple future and future continuous just the same. Okay, there is no as such difference. Now let's say one sentence in future. Tell me a sentence in future. Come on, who can say? हाँ, same ही है. So say anything. Something where an action is being shown. कोई?
I will tell you a story.
Okay, I will tell you a story. Fine. Anything else? Any other sentence? Anyone else will say? मैं तब तक ये लिख लेती हूँ, तुम लोग सोचो, ठीक है? I'll write that also. I'll change I to maybe Neha. Is any Neha here in the class? No. Tell you, okay. A story. Tell me some other sentence as well.
I shall start running tomorrow.
हाँ, okay. Fine. Here I can keep I. I. हाँ बोलो तुम कुछ हाँ क्या
I shall start.
हाँ ठीक है, no problem. No.
Future, that's why
I shall start running is not. You said continuous.
he said I shall start running tomorrow.
हाँ.
तो वो running आ गया तो वो future continuous.
No. It is still simple future. क्योंकि यहाँ पर main verb है start. Running is not main verb. Running is the object of the sentence. Which is I was saying ना the other day, gerund. तो वो जाते हैं gerund में आ जाता है. जब verb को हम लोग ing we use and we use it as the subject or object. तो वो हो जाता है gerund. तो I'll explain that in a different class. Gerund is a very complicated thing. Not complicated. Once you learn, it's very easy. I shall start running from tomorrow, right? That's what you said. Fine. So very easy here. What is the rule? I'll tell you the rule first. Let me change it. एक तो you know that order will be changed. So who will come in front? Order तो change हो जाएगा. Subject object के इधर उधर हो जाएगा. So how will you? What will you bring in front in the first sentence I'm talking about? A story, right? Yeah. Okay. अच्छा, a story, ठीक है. Story. Now here helping verb का तो कुछ झमेला है ही नहीं because it is always will. So just put will the way it is. A story will क्या आएगा? Any idea?
Will be told.
हाँ, be आ जाएगा. Exactly. So here comes be. सबसे जो simple form है. A story will be again passive voice मतलब ही you should always remember that the main verb will be in third form. No matter what you are doing. Passive voice में जो भी tense हो, always change the verb into third form. ये बस याद रखो. So tell का तो told ही होगा. Even V2, V3 both are told. A story will be told. उसके बाद बताओ.
By now.
By?
Neha.
हाँ, by Neha. Yes. Am I leaving out any part?
Yes, ma'am. A story
हाँ.
will be told to you by told.
I am leaving out this part, na? You. So I have to put it somewhere.
Told you. Or by
To you है ना? तो to you can be put anywhere. I can put
last
here
one.
also, and I can put in the middle also. So it's Neha to you. A story will be told. Actually, to you अगर लिखते तो that would have sounded much better. But still grammatically it is also correct. And if I bring you in place of story, तो क्या होगा?
You will be told a story by me.
Yes. तब कोई to नहीं आएगा. To आएगा only when it is a like living being we are talking about. You will be told a story by Neha. ठीक है? So I'm writing both. So it can be changed in both ways. You will be told a story by Neha. Clear? You will be told a story by Neha. So it's as simple as that. So basically when you are writing the rule, you can write it in your own way. Subject, which will again will be the object of active voice, plus will. यहाँ पर helping verb लिखने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है because we have got only one helping verb. So will plus be plus V3 plus by plus object. So you can write the rule at your own convenience whenever you want. Now change this. I shall start running from tomorrow. Okay.
Running shall be started by me from tomorrow.
Yes. Again, tomorrow is adverb. It is denoting a particular time. So it can be done at any time. But I mean, it can be placed at any part of the sentence. So I will directly bring running. As I was telling you, ये gerund है. मतलब लग रहा है कि verb है, but ये verb है नहीं. It is just object of the sentence. Now it is subject. Running shall be started. Running shall be started by me tomorrow या फिर from tomorrow by me. Anything is correct. Okay, so that's how you do in future tense. And if it is future continuous, though the meaning is just the same, but the formation becomes different for continuous and simple future, in that case, it becomes even much easier to change into passive क्योंकि वहाँ पर already दिया हुआ है तुम्हारा answer. How? Tell me a future continuous tense. Any sentence in future continuous tense? Anything? Future continuous में क्या होगा? सिर्फ main verb के साथ ing लगेगा और उसके पहले be आएगा.
I will be going to school tomorrow.
Yes, but tell me something which I can change into passive. मतलब कोई action जिसमें काम करना बोल रहा है. Because this I cannot change.
I will be watching a movie.
Yes, I will be watching a movie. So a movie. See, I will be watching. Already half work is already done. So you just have to change a movie. Will आएगा, be आएगा. That is given in the question also. A movie will be watched का हो जाएगा V3 watched by me. So it's very simple, right? You can write the rule at your own convenience. Fine. If you want, you can write it now also in case if you forget, because most people forget at home. They forget everything at home. So you can write now. Okay. Now, before I move to the next one, I'll do a mixed bag. Okay. I'll give 4 sentences from 4 different tenses, and you have to change it accordingly. Okay. So okay, here I have some sentences. Can I go to the next page? Okay. You just write the sentences first, okay? Please refer to the rules that you have written while you are changing the sentences. Rule dekh lo ek baar fir karo. Because right now I have said it's not possible to remember all now. So please take the help of the rules. Can I give past tense also?
Yes.
Will you be able to do? Okay. Okay. So I think 3 and 5 is the problematic one, as I have checked 3 copies. So rest, changed. Okay, okay, I'll come to it. Fine. Now, number 1, Lisa and her friends have started a new business. So what will be the probable answer?
A new business has been started by Lisa.
Yeah. Firstly, tell me. Just tell me which tense have I given this? Can anyone tell me which tense is this?
Present perfect.
Present? Present perfect tense, exactly. So, no complication. A new business, so one business so has been started by Lisa and her friends. Fine. We are planning a trip. Which tense is this?
Present continuous.
Present continuous tense. Yeah, we are planning it right now. Okay. So, what will be the answer?
A trip is being planned by us.
Yes, a trip is being planned by us in February. Okay. Okay. Now, they had created a lot of problems. Which tense is this?
Past perfect.
Past perfect tense. So, I have used had. Okay. So, what will be the answer?
A lot of problems had been created by them.
Yes. Here I saw who, I don't know, had done has. A lot of problems had been created because it is past perfect tense. So, I have to stick to the past tense. I cannot use have or has. A lot of problems had been created by them. Okay, good. Very good. You drank very little water. Which tense is this?
Simple past.
Simple past tense. Drink, drank, and then the third form, third drunk. So, what will be the answer?
Very little water was.
I have not given I have just given very little water.
Very little
So, very little water.
has been was drunk by you.
Don't use has been, whoever it is.
Was I?
Was
was आएगा क्योंकि ये past tense में है, simple past tense. So, helping verb in past tense is was. Very little water has been drunk by you. Okay. Next, they play matches every week. ये भी I saw many mistakes.
Was done by you.
नहीं नहीं क्या what?
Was लगेगा, has been लगेगा.
Which one you are talking about?
fourth.
Was. Has been नहीं आएगा because it is not perfect tense. It is so simple past. Have तो आएगा only if it is perfect tense. है ना? So very little water was drunk by you. Yeah, number 5 now tell me. They play matches every week is simple present tense. It happens every interval. So
Matches are being
Playing.
अच्छा being क्यों आएगा? It is not continuous. Being is only for continuous.
Matches
By.
are played.
Matches are played. It is simple, so keep it simple. Okay, no complication. Matches are played by them every week. In नहीं. No, because I have not given here. I told you, no, you cannot change the question. So keep it as it is.
And which tense is this?
Number?
Which tense?
Which tense? Tell me.
Simple present.
Simple present. Because this action happens at every interval or every day. So it is simple present tense. Yeah. Last one, I will be making a great blunder.
A great blunder will be made by me.
Future continuous. So already half thing is done. A great blunder will be made by me. Fine, that's all. I hope you have checked your answers. Okay. Now I will talk about, it is again voice change, but there are some exceptional sentences where these rules do not apply. Okay, they have a separate rule altogether. So we'll talk about those, and they are not very, not many in number, very less, hardly 3 or 4. Okay. Acha. I'm just writing the sentences first. First, do a little bit of brainstorming, then I'll tell you. The mango tastes sweet. Okay. Now this is an active voice because I'm talking about mango. The doer is only the doing action. It doesn't need any by agent is not required. So how will I change it into passive voice?
Ma'am, it will be active only because it's a fact, like mango tastes sweet. So
Actually, there is no particular doer or any action. It's not stated in that way. It is a very general statement. So yeah. So when I change it, the part will remain the same. Only last part will be changed. I mean, that will be changed into passive voice. Rest will remain the same. Okay. So I cannot rub out any part of the question, so I have to write the mango. It will remain as it is. The mango. Then yes, I'll keep it the way it is. The mango is sweet. Now is the time when I change it into passive voice. So I have to bring an extra agent, that is it. It will act as the subject of the sentence. So this is a separate sentence and that will be a separate sentence. Okay. Now I am changing it. Now helping verb क्या आएगा it के साथ? Is, क्योंकि ये present tense है. So it is. And main verb तो is taste. तो taste का हो जाएगा third form. What will it be? Tasted. Yeah. Simple ed. The mango is sweet. Sorry, when. Sorry. When आएगा बीच में. When it is tasted. Yes. So I'm just bringing these two parts from outside. These are the external agents in this sentence. Because otherwise it cannot be changed into past tense. Okay. That is how these rules are applied. Okay. Now I'm giving another sentence like that. You can, I hope you can do it on your own. Say, sir.
The rose smells
Sweet. Again, the rose smells sweet. बोलो क्या होगा? Please write it down. It's better you write down. The rose smells sweet. Okay. I was thinking some other sentence. Okay, that I'll give next one. What's your name? I forgot. Keshav. Again, the Shakespeare comes here. Shakespearean one dialogue. Call a rose by any other name, it smells equally sweet. It's a very famous quotation by Shakespeare. Okay, the rose smells sweet. Change it, very easy.
the rose is sweet
When it is smelt. Tea, right? Yeah. The rose is sweet when it is smelt. Okay, I'm writing the answer. Very easy. So it's very important to know the third forms, right, of the verbs. Okay, another sentence I'll give. Any other sentence you have in mind?
I have to think.
Acha, think. By the time I'm giving my sentence, okay, what I was talking about. I was giving something like that only, the rock I was actually giving. The rock feels rough. Exactly. The rock is rough when it is felt. The rock is rough when it is felt. So these are just some sentences which do not apply the same rules. Okay. Fine. So that's voice change. When we talk about, mainly these are the things that come to our mind, and the rules are almost just the same, except a few ones. Okay, so that's all for voice change. There is nothing else. So do you have anything to ask about regarding voice change? Anything else that I can help you with?
Ma'am, if the sentence is the train runs fast, so you see, will it be the example of this one or
Train runs fast. The train is no, actually for all sentences we cannot make this way.
This works with the verb of perception, I guess.
Yeah, like when you are perceiving a certain thing, it is to be like that. But in train, there is no perception. It is a fact, general fact. Yeah, it's like that. Okay. Anything else that you want me to like answer for anything for voice change? No. Okay, no problem. So we still have some time left. So maybe we can do some translation from straight English to Hindi. So what about your like the speaking things, like how comfortable are you all to speak in English at a stretch when it comes to speaking part? Pretty comfortable. Okay, okay. What about others? Little bit difficulties? School में last बोला. अच्छा, your schooling is from here or from like from here on? From Delhi. Okay. Yeah. Say.
sometimes we forget some words.
Some words, yeah, vocabulary, right? Exactly. For vocabulary, yeah. You know, there are, okay, I'll then, since we have time, so I can do something like that. You know mnemonics? Any idea what mnemonics is all about? Some tricks to like remember the big words, you know, because sometimes we have difficulty in remembering the big words, right? So you can associate some your own curated techniques to remember those words for a longer period of time. Okay, so I'll just talk about some of the words then, since we have some time, so we can, I'm changing then. Okay, okay, suppose okay, I'll write here, it's better. I have some words written here. Okay. Now, acrimonious, any idea what is the meaning of this? Anything? Okay, I'll write it for you. Bitter or very harsh behavior. Okay. Okay, acrimonious means bitter or very harsh behavior. Now, when we talk about mnemonics, as I told you, mnemonics means it's like a trick which you associate with certain words of your own way so that you can remember it. Now, इसके लिए कोई ऐसा hard and fast कोई rule नहीं है कि I have to stick to this rule, like active voice, passive voice. It's not like that, right? So it's just your own trick. So how do I relate this? You know, if you consider a plus, see, what is the pronunciation of this particular part? M-O-N-I, I'm talking about. Money, right? So let's associate this with money. What happens? Money, the real problem behind everything, right? In everybody's life. And the real, you can say, source of happiness also. It acts as both, right? Happiness, and it brings all kinds of war. As we know, all these wars are going on because of power, so which ultimately brings about money. So, how can you associate this? Money is something which is very harsh, which creates harshness between the people, which creates disharmony. So, that can be associated with the bitter or harsh behavior between two people. It can cause a lot of troubles even between two good friends, between mother and son, father and daughter, and who not, right? So, that's how you can remember it. money, acrimony. So since the word comes with money, so you can, acrimonious means money, which means bitter or harsh behavior. Okay, and there is another word which is a root word of this, that is acrimony, M-O-N-Y. Okay, so acrimony means the hatred that somebody breeds. Okay, and I can give some synonyms also for that. Maybe you can write down, you will remember it. You know, I'll write some synonyms here, okay, and some antonyms also. Two I'll give. Embittered or resentful, which is also synonymous to acrimonious. And let's talk about the antonyms. Any idea? Any antonym can you say of this behavior ko ulta kya hoga? Any word? Okay, I'm writing. Forgiving or caring. Now, they are not exact antonyms to the word, but just something which is nearer to the meaning of this. That's number one. So for synonyms and antonyms, this you have to remember. Or if you want, you can put more mnemonics with this also. Okay. Now, I'll tell you the next word. Okay. Tell me if you have heard this word. Libertine. Libertine means corrupt. अब corrupt का हिंदी तो I don't know. Who knows? अच्छा भ्रष्ट, अच्छा या corruption जो भी है, हाँ. Bengali people, can you tell me the Bengali meaning of this? Libertine का? Oh, is it? Oh my God. You? Durniti. Yeah. Okay. So both your origin is from here only. Like,
My hometown is in Bengal, like father's side. I am like
Oh.
in border, like Digha beach is there.
yes, such a
So,
Digha.
Odisha,
Wow.
my father's side from Odisha, and mother's
Okay.
side from
Okay, okay. And yours?
Dad is from Bihar and I'm from Bangalore.
Okay, okay. तो मतलब नहीं, कोलकाता से किसी का भी
But
नहीं है.
I'm born in Delhi only. Like,
अच्छा.
born and studied in Delhi.
Okay, okay.
I matriculated from Bengal.
Is it? From where?
Hooghly. The district is Hooghly.
हाँ, अच्छा, हुगली. हुगली के कहाँ पर?
Arambagh.
आरंभ, हाँ, it's pretty far from where I used to stay. Okay, okay. Wow. ठीक है. So, libertine is corrupt. Now, how do you remember this? How do you, like, firstly, this is a very new word, and how do you associate this with corrupt? How do I do it? See. Liberty plus teen. Now, what do you mean by teen? Teenager. अब teenage लोग में जब बहुत ज़्यादा when you get a lot of liberty मतलब freedom, when you get a lot of money in hand,
बिगड़ जाता है.
क्या होता है? बिगड़ जाता है, right? So they become corrupt in course of time. So that's how you can remember libertine with corrupt. It's actually, but the pronunciation is different, huh? What is the pronunciation of this? Teen. And this? Teen. Lingered one. Yeah. So that's how you can remember. Okay. Now write the synonyms of it. Demoralized. That means those who do not have the moral values. Demoralized can be used in some other way also to discourage somebody. And another is reprobate. Synonyms: demoralized or reprobate, and antonyms: incorruptible, मतलब जिन लोगों को corrupt नहीं किया जा सकता, and virtuous. Virtue, a very good quality. Like we say, no, honesty is a good virtue. Is a virtue. Honesty is a virtue. So like that, virtuous. A person who has got a lot of ethical values and moral values. Okay. That's how we associate with libertine. Okay. Can I go to the next one? Number 3. Recalcitrant. Now, what is the meaning?
Stubborn.
Yes, very good. Or maybe difficult to control. So stubborn can be used as synonym. How do you remember that? You can also tell me any mnemonic if you have to remember this word. How do I remember is that it happens right with us. People from bank or customer care, they keep on calling us with a lot of lucrative offers which are at all non-existent. They are just used to make us fools, right? So even if you tell them not to call, what do? They recall. They keep on calling you, right? And then pretty defiant. They will not listen to you no matter what you say or how much you insult them. They're least bothered. People in call center usually they are so desperate, right? So they are like recalcitrant. Now here I am using it in a negative way, but it is actually it can be used as a positive way also. Somebody who is very stubborn to do something, कि exam crack करना ही है no matter what. हाँ, जिद्दी होना, right? So that it can be used as a positive way as well. Okay. So here let's write the synonyms and antonyms. Defiant, rebellious, who would revolt no matter what. But antonym is just the opposite. Those who are like very agreeable, agree कर जाते हैं, हाँ? Friendly, yes, amiable, who listen very patiently and they take things logically. Yeah, that can be called as antonyms of recalcitrant. Okay, I'll write the next word. Next, this is very easy. I mean, very easy to split. Grimace. Any idea what is the meaning of grimace? Kind of it's like a facial expression. Disgusted, painful, like that. Disgust or pain. That's the meaning of it. Now, how do I? See, this is very easy to split. You know how? See, in the word itself, the meaning is given. Look at this word, grim. What is the meaning of grim? Sad, a very gloomy and irritated, everything negative. That's called grim. So just do it this way, grim plus face. Actually, the word has evolved like that only, whose facial expression is like very grim all the time. That's called grimace. So synonym I can use snarl or smirk. These are also some facial expression that we make to show disgust. Smirked at me, it's like that. Bean and grin. Now look at this word, grin. Grin is just the opposite of grim. बस aim और n का अंतर है, but the difference is completely the meaning is completely different. Grim मतलब gloomy, but grin is kind of blushing or smiling or laughing. Okay, that's called grin. So just the opposite of grimace. Fine. Okay. Now the last word I'll write and then we'll be done. So I'm moving to the next one. Even the next one is also very easy. Number 5, right? Grapple. What is the meaning of that? Only hold? Yeah, hold is the nearby meaning. But there is a difference between hold and grapple. Firmly, yeah. To hold, that means कुछ snatch करने की intention में जब when you hold something. Yeah. It's like, suppose there is, first let me just change it. Grab. That means grab जो meaning है, it's more like that. Grabbing an apple. And there is only one apple in the house and there are 3 brothers or sisters fighting for it. So the person who grabs it or grapples it first gets the apple. So it's like that. Grapple means to grab it. Okay. So you write it this way, confront. Yeah. Also we hear in the news that police encounter, army encounter, 2 terrorists died in that encounter. Means face to face जो war होता है, that's called encounter. So that's called grapple. So let's write the synonyms. Clinch, मतलब कस के पकड़ना, that's called clinch or grapple. Now clinch and embrace. Now embrace can be used in both ways. Embrace can be a normal hug also, or embrace tightly means to hold very firmly. Okay, both can be done. And just the opposite, release or relinquishment. Okay, relinquishment, matlab to release or free gradually. That's called relinquish. Okay, these are the synonyms and antonyms. So if you just remember one word, automatically, you can remember 4 more words along with it. Or you can also associate some other synonyms with these words, right? And it doesn't have to be necessarily exactly the same meaning. It is just nearby meaning that I'm trying to convey, right? So that's how you can remember it for a longer time. Use more and more mnemonics, the words that you come across.